Hello, beautiful people. My name is Kristen, and this is my cat Chunky, also known as Smokey Joe. We are here today with a book review, specifically talking about a nonfiction book by Sandy Tolan, The Lemon Tree. This is a story of an Arab, a Jew, and the heart of the Middle East. So it is beautifully told to help somebody like myself who has never even been to that part of the world and sometimes struggles with understanding the nature of the conflict there. And I know enough to know that you have certain places like a holy city of Jerusalem that is sacred to multiple cultures, and so it's emotional and you have a lot of history, and there's so much conflict and wars and occupations back and forth. And I had read another book, City of Oranges, in May, that I can also link that below, and that did a great job of going through kind of some of the world events and talking about the history. So if you're into world history, that one's really good. This particular story focuses very targeted on one particular region, even one particular house, and it begins with an Arab family who lives there. They built it, they raised their family there, and then they have to leave and flee because of terrorism and political strife, and they think they're coming back right away, but it turns into quite some time. Meanwhile, the Jews are being persecuted, move back into their homeland trying to claim, and so a family ends up in the house, and there is a lemon tree that grows in the backyard that was planted by the original family, but now the new family is benefiting from it. And Dahlia is the young girl, Jewish girl, who then, when Bashir, the Arab boy who grew up in that house, is now older, and he comes back to check on it, to try to wrestle with it, to join forces who are trying to reclaim that land. And their friendship and dialogue and wrestling with the deeper issues are just so beautifully told. And she gifts him some of the lemons off the tree to take back to his family, and those become symbolic and sacred of this kind of shared homeland, if you will. And it does a great job of explaining some of the bigger events, but going really deep into understanding both sides of this issue and how this would happen. And you can apply this to multiple contexts in several different places where this happens over and over again within the world. You have even a lot of this discussion going on in America now with the rights of who was in what lands and where did that actually, go back to. Where do you default in history to who has rights and claims of land itself? It's a very interesting thing. And at one point, Bashir and Dahlia are kind of corresponding in letters to one another. I just wanted to read a quick little passage where Bashir's writing to Dahlia, and he says, "He who plants barley, Dahlia, will never reap wheat, and he who plants hatred can never reap love. That leadership has planted hatred in our hearts, not affection. It has destroyed all human values the day it destroyed our childhood, our existence, and our rights to live on the soil of our homeland. Your change, Dahlia, and your new perspective was attained through research and investigation, and your ability to see things the way they are in reality, not the way that they were told to you." So she is able to see the humanity, to understand the heartache, to sympathize with the other side, even when it's costly to her. But she can't go so far as to say, here, take everything. But how she handles it and how she, I'm not going to spoil her, how she deals with the house and the land is such a refreshing breath of hope and possibility in the midst of such a difficult, just harrowing struggle of the situation. So totally 5-star, recommend this. If you have any interest in anything that I've said, I recommend you check it out. I tried to find it on audio and was unable to, but hopefully you'll be able to find it in some format that works for you and pick it up and check it out. So that is my review on that book. I appreciate you stopping by, taking some time. Hope to see you again soon. Take care.